Alright guys, Mr. G here with The Division 2 closed beta. What are we looking at? We're looking at The Division, but number 2. What's different? Basically, this thing plays like an expansion to Division 1. We're going to talk about that right after we get through some cutscene action and backstory. There you go.
We took things for granted.
Like coffee?
We expected coffee in the morning.
Wi-Fi? Yeah, lots of bad stuff happened. Basically, this game takes place 7 months after the Division 1. The virus has already been going for a long time.
Hyenas preying on the weak.
Yep, bad guys. Just
made our world bleed.
in a different spot than in Division 1.
But we don't stand alone.
Yep, that's where the Division comes
A
in.
brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains.
Yep, that's us.
Remind us that we are one people.
Cue heroic montage. Shield of bullets.
That light goes out.
Yeah, lots of shooting. Yeah, don't worry, we won't let that light go out. So,
Who can save us then?
let's get to it. Division 2. Fire up a character. You can randomly generate one. This game's going to take place in Washington, D.C. about 7 months after Division 1. So no longer in Manhattan, but we're bumping on over to D.C. Q, base of operations in D.C. So we've got to fight our way in there to get things going. And it's going to be your classic third-person cover-based shooter. And if you're familiar with Division 1, this is going to seem extremely familiar. Basically, some of the UI elements have been refreshed. There have been a few new things added. But if you're a fan of Division 1, you're going to feel right at home in Division 2. How many times am I going to say Division 2 in this episode? A lot. So they've given us a primary weapon and secondary weapon with infinite ammo. And they're going to warm us up with just some shooting here. And I run in like a complete idiot because I didn't realize those guys were enemies. Fortunately, we've got some armor, which we can repair. That's going to be familiar to you guys. You're going to get cinematic music. We're going to have grenades we can toss. We even have indicators telling us where we're going to go if we move around cover. As a shooter, it feels pretty good. The guns feel decently weighty. The sound is good. The lighting is good. The graphics are good. It runs fairly well. Most rigs feels relatively optimized. I enjoy this confusion and the blurred state when you've been shot up and hammered pretty hard. I really enjoy just all the interface elements on the UI. It feels very high-tech, futuristic, which is kind of at odds with the whole world being in so much a state of decay. But the combat is good. The combat feels really good. You have to think about situations, and you've got to use the map to your advantage to get where you need to go. You can still loot enemies, get other gear, upgrade gear, and we'll get to that in a minute. There is a lot of gear in the closed beta. All the skills and the perks are not yet unlocked in closed beta, and closed beta is going to be running from the 7th today through the 14th. So if you want to get in on that, make sure you check your Epic Games for a key. I got emailed this one a couple days ago. So here we are in Washington, D.C. This is going to be the base of operations, at least for the beginning of the game. We're going to wander on in. We're going to get the whole speech about, hey, we're the new sheriff in town.
Entering safe
Yep,
area.
safe. It didn't look that safe on the way in.
This
Yep, that's us.
is you.
Guy with guns and a cowboy hat. Sounds about right.
Welcome to DC. I'm Manny. I run comms.
Yeah,
I'm guessing the
it's pretty
Division
much
brought you
exactly
here?
what you would expect
Damn glad to see
for a
you.
Division warm-up
Let me
and
show you
tutorial.
exactly how screwed we are.
Basically, you're going to get a rundown of all the factions and the quest stuff and all the things in the area. We're going to just speed right through that because we don't got time for that. We need to get through this video and get you guys the basics so you guys can get in there and get playing. So you can see some new skills this time around, special grenades, turrets, a lot of high-tech based skills that you can be unlocking. Not all of those, however, are available in closed beta. There's also a whole pile of gears and weapons and things that you can unlock in this game. We're not going to cover all those in this video because I literally just fired it up and got to play about 25-35 minutes in this thing. But you know what? The interfaces are good. The video tutorials are good. It's smooth. It feels like a relatively complete game, like they're ready to launch this thing and roll it out. I want to play more of this game. It's been a while since I played a third-person shooter, so if you guys want to see more stuff like this on the channel, you got to let me know with that like button and that subscribe button, and I'll bring you guys more of this.
But I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure an entire horde of enemies wielding machine guns won't be shooting at us the entire way. But what game would be fun without a bunch of baddies to mow through so that you can feel like Rambo on a day without coffee? Well, that's it for this one, guys. Let me know what you thought. I'm going to catch y'all later so I can go shoot guys and fill them full of bullets. Mr. G out.